Pěkný večer. Opět vás zdravím u pokračování Hogwarts Legacy. Jo, snad se bude líbit, mně se to líbí. Dokonce uvidíte, sehnal jsem toto v češtinu, takže ještě líp. Takže si klidně přijďte přidat. Jo, konečně budeme trošičku vědět, jako já umím anglicky, ale jako upřímně vám řeknu, že nejsem úplně tak dokonalej v angličtině, abych ty vole úplně uměl, jo. Takže říkám, přijďte se pobavit, na zdraví. A jdeme na to. Třeba jsem si jenom...
You'd be using it on clothing to be precise, Bastian. You know it won't work on humans.
A word,
tady,
if you would.
Tady na této straně, na tomhletom, na notebooku vlastně mám lepší obraz, jo, takže jakoby se mi to lépe hraje, jo. Promluv s profesorem Roynem.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Nějaká nečekaná, nevyzvednutá odměna. Bez domácích úkolů.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Ještě níž, dobré. A ještě níž, ty vole.
Revelio.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Leviosa.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember?
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic. Well done.
Levioso. Levioso. Levioso.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Revelio.
This should be easy.
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Good form.
I know. Protego.
Tego. Complicated.
Levioso.
This can't be your first.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Levioso.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a
Super-ish.
new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps
That's
somewhere
okay.
unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Accio! Levioso!
Další máme super, úroveň 3. Úkoly ne, výzvy. Inventář, legendární rukavice nějaké, jestli teda vybava tady. Nemáme to, jak to, že to nemáme do prdele. Jo, tam, aha. Takže nahoru. Ne, počkej, tak. Asi jo, uvidíme. Ne.
Levioso. Accio. Protego. Revelio.
I used to write to my parents every... Wonder if...
Accio. Levioso.
I don't think owls make very good sound.
Accio. Revelio. Protego. Revelio. Accio.
Poblíž astronomické věže, no, takže musíme asi... Podle mě musíme úplně ven.
Revelio.
Ještě jak se tam dostat, že?
I heard an explorer lives in a hamlet.
Accio. Levioso.
Quite like too after years fighting dark wizards. I'd like to fight one day. Open a pub.
Accio. Levioso.
No tak jo, tak. Jdeme tady.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Podíváme se tady na tohleto.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
Výborně.
I heard
Výborně.
as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it?
Ahoj, vítej.
And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now,
Super.
regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Jo.
Accio! Levioso!
Co teď? Co tam bylo? Časová, vole? Dobré, jdeme dál.
I always feel quite safe in Hogwarts.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Accio! Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
No to
I
bylo
trust the preliminary task.
I
docela
completed the
jednoduché,
assignments, Professor.
Marvelous.
That's
You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Accio. Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Revelio. Reparo. Accio. Protego. Levioso. Levioso.
My family has been soldiers into Ravenclaw for generations.
Jsme ty úkoly. Musíme ještě dostat dále ven odsaď.
Accio. Reparo. Levioso. Accio. Reparo. Levioso.
Tak dolů teda. Tady.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
That's the you. Jako zatím je to fakt dobré, no, uvidíme.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in duel.
Accio. Reparo. Levioso. Revelio.
Oh, someone prodded a nimble.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she?
Děkuji.
That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would trust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well,
Lumos.
I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a... potion ingredient.
Dobre, máme nejaké lektvary, fajn. Alebo lektvary bylinky, no.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Accio!
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Revelio. Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Right.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Mám to asi? Asi jo.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state.
Počkej.
Accio! Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back up.
Levioso!
Tak, já mám teda potom tu hulku.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Accio. Reparo.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished.
Samozřejmě.
Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Já jsem kde? Já jsem tady. Słucham? Pojď se podívat na tvého oblíbeného Harry Pottera. Nebo ne oblíbeného Harry Pottera, ale... Jej, mám mají kouzlo.
Accio. Reparo.
No tak to je to.
Leviosa.
Leviosa. Co můžeš udělat tady, jestli chceš. Przypsułeś?
Hello.
Oh, come in!
Is that-
Come in! Welcome to
Talk
Madame
about-
Snelling's Tress
talk about-
Emporium. I'm sure I've no need to
Absolute.
introduce myself. They used to call me Snelly. Oh, Snelly! Why aren't you studying to be an aura?
Moja
But I showed them.
Harryho Pottera.
They're stuck in the dust at the ministry, and I'm here,
Tak
thriving.
jsem musel.
Absolutely thriving. But look at you. Look at you. I can certainly see why you paid. Looking for a change.
Why not, I say?
Some are going for that, but you won't find Why don't you spend...
What services?
Uvidíme. Zvědavý, jak vypadáme nějak v světu. Spíš asi tady tohle, ne? Nebo? Dobrý, hned přijdu, jo? Omlouvám se, že jsem v trenkách, no, se nechce převlikat. Dobré. Teďko zajdeme. Jdeme se tady.
Wingardium Leviosa makes light work, I always say.
Můžu nebo co?
Revelio.
Tak teď zajdeme teda. Zkusíme tady. No, to je tady.
Miss Peck from Bude said a customer lost a diracle around here.
Well, not meant to be. Also, I may have knocked over a dustbin back there.
Never mind, I'll fix it, as always.
No, takže tady nic. A to jsem nechtěl. Tak, dobře. Vteřinku. Ty režim.
Levioso.
Já nikdy nemůžu, ty vole.
Merlin's blue beard, not again. I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches.
Nahoře na tom.
You
Tam
might
někde
do.
máš.
Here, give this one a
parapetu.
try.
Někde poblíž postůlky.
Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it?
Asi ne, no.
We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it. How intriguing. A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Co si vezmeme?
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that...
Good. Different.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Protego! Levioso!
Kam teď? Kurní tady, když jsme tady poblíž. Tady? Asi tady.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcraft.
Matilda's I take it you've had.
I'm afraid...
Ah, but you will. Of course.
Přeskočíme to,
Stay
nebudeme to prodlužovat.
Certainly.
And spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like... But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, a potting tape...
I believe so, sir.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Levioso! Accio!
Tak dobře, to musíme jít teda... Tady.
It's a wonderful thing.
My mother used to say
Jo, tady.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your...
It's my first...
Is it real? You'll have read it. How may I help you?
Professor Weasley, sir.
You're the student she sent the... I set your things aside. Is it not the most... They may not be... As it's your first time, I also offer it. But for now... Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Bude. No, tak jsem to nechtěl. Takhle jsem to chtěl. Ještě tady.
Well, hello there.
Just.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged.
Oh, Merlin's.
Not at all.
Well, bravo. Name's I keep the car. In addition to... But...
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Zkusíme, uvidíme. Nevím, vole, co mi to dá nebo nedá. No.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now.
Away from the building! Away from the village!
Reparo.
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually.
Reparo.
What was that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done. That's right, you lumbering lout. He's faltering. A few more hits should do the job. Accio.
Ty vole.
I officially have all of my... X. Did you... I did.
Už jsme viděli teda tím barem.
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually. Ringo. Levioso. Gindo. What was that? Levioso. A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done. Ringo. That's right, you lumbering lout. He's faltering. A few more hits should do the job. Levioso. Levioso.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Revelio. Levioso. Reparo. A moment if you would.
I'll go and see what you want.
Já chci prověřit potom likvidovat.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Revelio. Reparo.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Slowly.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill. I should like to...
I was happy.
Frankly, I own Glad... And as I...
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very...
It's the least... now, let's try this on for size. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Já vím, že jo. Tak dodal všechno, tak stejně tak hovno. Dobré.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you?
I'd say...
Perfect.
I sell even more battle-worthy items, should you be inclined. You're most welcome to peruse my shop at your...
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
Už jste chodili jenom chlastat. Hovada. Já mám co mluvit.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Pojď mluvit, vole.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
No takhle, to je dobré. Co, jdeme chlupit. Máme něco nového? Takže tady nic dobré. Jo, tak daleko zase ty vole.
Reparo.
I can't go up there. Seems that's off limits to me.
Tam se nemohl, no tak nevadí.
Revelio.
Tak nic.
Revelio.
Appears I won't be going up there. I suppose I'm not allowed up there.
Accio. Reparo.
Seems that's off limits to me. Appears I won't be going up there.
I've taken to studying during the day.
Líbit tudna? Az jó. Ennyi.
Revelio.
A už jeden. Pojď.
Revelio.
Čo? Jsi tak daleko, ty vole.
Revelio.
Ještě nahoru, pořád nahoru, pořád nahoru. Tak ještě nahoru, dobré. Ještě nahoru.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Dáte prdel. Čekat, no co jiného vyzbývá.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Kde byl, vole?
Revelio. Levioso, Accio, Reparo.
Don't get too good simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
Revelio.
Dolu, posiluju.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad...
Revelio.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Might some kind soul help me?
Zas mi jenom, vole, využívaj. Zase opět. No pojď ty kokote.
Levioso. Revelio. Revelio.
Lucan's just over there.
Levioso. Revelio.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
To můžeme.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Akio.
Gringo! You're better than that!
Protego.
Leviosa, is that all you've got?
Leviosa. Reparo.
Gringo!
There goes my wager.
Leviosa. Akio.
That's the winner.
Protego.
The one.
Gringo! Come on!
Leviosa.
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
Jsme nejlepší.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Revelio. Leviosa.
Glad you're back.
Chyba na další, vole.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
I'll be dueling solo.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Oni jsou 3.
Protego. Leviosa.
Is that all you've got?
Leviosa!
Leviosa.
Protego! Mind the one!
Come on. Protego.
Leviosa! Act like a winner!
Leviosa.
Protego! Don't shy away now.
Leviosa.
Oh, there goes my wager.
You're better than that!
Protego. Leviosa. Leviosa. Reparo. Akio. Leviosa.
Leviosa!
Akio.
Leviosa! Protego!
Akio. Akio.
Perhaps someday I'll sign up for a round.
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio!
That's it!
Leviosa!
Nicely done!
Reparo! Leviosa!
That was something. Next time, perhaps.
Leviosa! Accio! Reparo! Leviosa!
You'll get it. Keep trying.
Leviosa.
Leviosa! Accio!
Good one. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
Jdeme se naučit to a pak můžeme pokračovat.
Revelio.
If only a new student could help me with that predicament.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hackett.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement.
Yep.
Concentrate, and keep your wand steady. Good work.
To dáme místo Lumosu, jo. To je zbytečné. Momentálně je to zbytečné, ten Lumos.
Incendio.
Konečně bylo něco lepšího, vole. Nemůžu, vole, kurva. Bože, nevím. Škoda. Takže kam? Tady, jo. Škoda, že to nemůžu použít na ně, vole, ještě. Ale pak už se těším na tohle. Hehe. Avada kedavra. To budu využívat furt, vole. To bude. A kam jdou, kurva? Pojď.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir.
How's
I'm pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckert.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Zvládneme to sami, ne? Dobré, nic, no.
Accio! Incendio! Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
No, já si myslím, že určitě. Potom žádná.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks.
ty nic nepotřebuješ.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
I don't trust you.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Obnoví viadukt.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Super. Zastírací kouzla. Do prdele, vole, já jsem to... Ještě jednou, jo? Dobré. Musím myslet, že jsem fakt debil, vole. Dobré, zastírací kouzlo můžeme použít místo... To je to zastírací kouzlo. Tak. Můžeme si tam potom budou. Myslím si, že odlakám, vole. Dobré. Jsme dobří.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Dobře.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
I do hope Peeves isn't up.
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you?
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Tady je truhla.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Dobré.
should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. You're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
To je nějaká velká. To asi neprává říct.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Radši.
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty.
No, mi
You'll
televize.
get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search.
No, to já ti moc nevěřím.
Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
Terko, já za chvilku přijdu, jo? Tak, jsem tady. Sorry, že jsem v trenkách. Nechci sem přivykat, je večer, jsem doma. Proč bych to dělal? Tak jdeme pokračovat. Tak. Radši budeme v utajení. Musíme jít někam dolů. Ale kam? Jo. No.
Of course. That's it. There must be more to this room.
Už nemyslím asi tohleto, ne?
Where might this lead?
Tak, uvidíme, co bude dál.
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio.
Takže to asi nic.
I need to wake up that rune over there. Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Jsem dobrý, vole.
Incendio. Reparo. Protego. Incendio.
Mám to životy, ty vole.
This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
No, to vyznělo.
Incendio!
Ty vole.
Protego!
It is a book after all.
Já budu mocnější.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
Mm-hmm. There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Inventář. Dáme na sebe tohle. Vlaky. Tohle teda. Dáme si tohle, chuj s tím. Útok. Dobré. Co tu ještě máme? Jinak nic, fajn. Tam nebudu čekat. Jdeme do té učebny. Jdeme blbě. Tak tady. Uvidíme, co nás čeká.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable.
Incendiate!
Ah, Fig. Visitor. I'll see
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were on.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Incendio. Revelio. Protego.
Oh.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Dobré.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Ty vole, děkuju moc za sledování, moc krát děkuju. Thank you very much. Thank you. No, máme tady další úkoly. Thank you. Tady máme někde další úkoly, tady máme další úkol. Everything. Budeme tady. Yeah, okay. I'm Czech Republic.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Budeme tu doma. And you?
If only I knew.
No, už jsem myslel. Status. United status? No, yes, okay. Idle, United Stasis.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Yeah, Discord, yeah.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Wait a second.
Your weeds possess their own rugged form of beauty. The edges mustn't curl and turn brown like that. Keep at it. A garden requires patience as much as water and sunlight. Your weeds possess their own rugged form of beauty. Now remember, a wand is not a trowel.
Ja.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead.
Yeah. Just a second.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping... Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. And they'll do the rest.
We take all.
Reparo. Levioso. Incendio.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
Levioso.
Levioso. Levioso. Look at that. That'll teach them anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
We do. Well. Thank you, very nice. Good job. Very good job. Very nice.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Yeah, I understand you.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything.
mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my
Wait.
profound hearing.
I think very nice, very very nice. Wait. Very well done. Wait 2-3 minutes, I go smoking. I go continue.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Ugh, what am I missing?
Go down.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Block would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which you do.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Yeah.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot...
Professor, what should I be doing again?
You should have collected the ingredients from my office and begun brewing a potion at your cauldron. Finish your potion, and then return to me.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she
And you
can't
too?
be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Adurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion should not... Prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Okay.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Dragon Dunk! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shah is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gary's inspiration for the rest of term.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Have you ever been to the kitchen?
Oh dear.
I still have a bump on my head from herbology last week. The cotton fell out of my
My older brother used to terrorize me with tiny How rare am I?
Revelio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
But Mummy...
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you. Now, why don't you do some more drawings for me?
Very well, Mummy.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
What do you have for sale?
Ah, yes. A wonderful choice. I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
Revelio.
One never knows.
Oh, that's what the authorities
never the same after he was attacked by a werewolf.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far. They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
I see you! Look what you've done!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. I see you.
Take over! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body!
You will pay for your
Cowards! Going after me, child!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite...
It's a long story.
Best get moved.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very Merlin attend?
Fixtures?
I believe, he created...
I can see why you're...
Well then, no one is... I suspect...
Mallows?
Versatile? I had just... You see...
The Mallow Suite?
Precise. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallow Sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallow Suite.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallow Sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, I go sleeping. I'm go sleeping. Good night. Good night and tomorrow. Zítra si když tak to znova, jo. Dneska už fakt jsem vyjebaný jak pes. Takže se mějte, smejte a ahoj.